If you're a person, you're localized in your time and place, right? So you might know what congestion's like in your city. You know what the school's like for your kid. You know what the water quality is in the town you live in. You know how Lake Travis looks when you drive by. But you're not allocating the time. It's not your job to have the kind of macro sense of what all the state's water situation is and what it's going to be 20 or 30 years from now. And you're, I think, somewhat driven by the demands of your job, your life, year on year, month to month, and so on. Whereas the business community, given that they have the overarching goal of being profitable 20, 30, 40 years from now, 100 years from now, has to be thinking about 50 years from now, if we don't have water, is this plant being built here going to be a good idea? Or should we be doing LNG export or import with this terminal, or should we be investing in something else entirely? So I think it's kind of a time horizon difference that emerges.
Do you think it's only money that's driven the change this time?
No, I think the other side of it is that in 2011, we of course had a very different situation for a couple of reasons. The ledge was very, very heavily controlled by Republicans. It still is, but slightly less. And the budget outlook was different. It was much worse. We had a huge shortfall, about $27 billion, depending on which projections you were working with about school enrollment and so on. So you had a very conservative legislature that had been kind of unchallenged by Democrats for a long time. And it was at the point where the only challenge to the Republicans was coming from within the party, from the Tea Party, rather than from outside, from a second party. And then you had these conditions, the budget conditions that favored a very draconian approach anyway. So they went really far with that. And I think this time around, they might have some sense of, the Republicans might have some sense of, okay, we went pretty far that time. If we keep doing that, we're going to take this to its logical conclusion and its extreme, and that's not going to be popular.